Max, I promised you to talk about the meaning crisis. So I've seen it on a number of tweets lately, and I've heard all about it from Jordan Peterson and many other thinkers. Here's my take on it. Here's why I think that it's not the meaning of life crisis, but the meaning of something else. And I'm going to say why I don't think the people are getting right even the crisis that they're in. The question is wrong. My argument is that people know what the meaning of life is. So if by saying the meaning of life crisis, people mean that they are struggling with finding the meaning of life, I'm going to, or I posit that that is exactly not the issue. The crisis begins when we understand that people do understand the meaning of life. Well, kind of. So scientists are still struggling to perfectly express this, what life is, really, life with a capital L. But it's something along the lines of information processing within a physical organism that replicates itself, something like that. And the exact definition doesn't matter. What matters is that this life is present in humans, in fungi, in trees, and even in lowly bacteria. This is what bugs people. This is what bugs people, is that they are the same as bugs and bacteria. They share life with it. And yet there is a dissonance that arises in us, in consciousness, as we ponder the fact that we have complex thoughts, emotions, and the ability to qualify our own life as good or bad. But good or bad is completely left out of the equation when you're talking about life. Nobody says that life is good or bad or anything like that. Then people are walking around saying, oh my God, I'm a bacteria, I'm a bacterium, I'm a bacterium. And this feels not very good, understandably so. Calling it the meaning of life crisis, or the meaning of life crisis in brackets, this is the mistake. The question should be, what is the meaning of living well? Because like it or not, you qualify your life as being good or bad. Except people forget to do that. And then you are in a sort of a twilight zone where you are alive, but not well. That people feel that they are not well, but since they have not arrived at an understanding of what being well means, they also don't actually have the tools or the correct criteria for judging whether they're doing well. They just feel off. Something feels off, something feels wrong. And I believe that the moment we understand that as people, at least in developed societies, whose existence or survival is all but guaranteed, because we don't even know the sensation of hunger, real hunger, we don't know what it is. We don't know what it's like to be completely thirsty. For the most part, most of us are not physically threatened and do not even get elevated heartbeats for days on end. This is not good enough to just care about keeping alive. And there is more to life than living. And we can understand it by understanding that perfectly healthy, physically healthy people take their own lives, proves to us that just being alive doesn't cut it for us. And the question about the meaning of life, what is the meaning of life, is wrong because we know the answer to that. But the question, what is the meaning of living well? Well, in that domain, there are a lot of answers to be found. And when these answers are found, you have no crisis. You can actually live well if you understand the meaning of living well. Thank you.